In 2012, when GTA 5 was released, I was 56 years old, and I'd been an avid gamer since I started on the Apple II in 1977. In my younger days, I was super passionate and consumed by video games. I subscribed to any gaming magazines I could find and played games on the IBM PC once that was released and had better graphics than the Apple II. I was a big fan of Sierra Games with their Quest series of games like King's Quest, Police Quest, Space Quest, and many others, along with the Infocom text adventures. I always loved the idea of exploring a new world. I bought my first console in the summer of 1995, a PlayStation 1. I was sick of jumping through hoops with the PC to get any new game that I bought up and running. With the PlayStation, I just dropped the disc in and I was up and gaming immediately. Much better. Fast forward a few years and romance and marriage entered my life and gaming exited. Around 2010, I decided to dip my toe back into gaming and bought an Xbox 360. The 360 had some amazing games on it, such as Halo, of course, Red Dead 1, and Fable, among others, and I was all in on these. Around the end of 2011, Rockstar hinted at GTA 5 on Twitter. My colleagues at work were super hyped about the game. I had never played a GTA game at this point, but I was certainly aware of them. A number of folks described 4 to me and were convinced I would love 5 when it was released. Now I was very intrigued. Back then, our main sources of information were Twitter, YouTube, and a few online publications like Game Informer. Reddit was also becoming a big thing around this time and was also a source of hype surrounding GTA 5. When the first trailer dropped in late 2011 along with a detailed press release, it ignited a feeding frenzy for information. But Rockstar went dark for a year after the release of that trailer. By the time September of 2012 had rolled around, my colleagues and I were more than ready to be wowed by this new game. The night of the release, lines had formed at all of the retail outlets that were selling the game. Mainstream media covered this phenomenon that night, and myself and my colleagues were all right there in line to get our copy of the game. The next evening, mainstream media outlets were reporting on the sales of GTA 5 and noting how it had smashed all previous records for any entertainment product
in the world.
Numbers on its opening night, worldwide sales topped $800 million. That's one night, easily blowing away all expectations, and is now on its way to taking over the world's highest grossing entertainment vehicle ever. Bigger than movies, sporting events, and concerts. Here's a little look at GTA 5.
I took a couple of days off work to play the game. A number of folks from the office did the same.
Excuse me.
It was a Monday or a Tuesday, as I recall. When I returned to work, it was Thursday. Myself and my coworkers gathered to discuss the game. My opinion was that it was by a huge leap the best video game I had ever played. Today, as we approach the release of GTA 6 in about 4 months, I look at the amount of hype surrounding the game. While similar to what we saw surrounding 5, I cannot help but feel that the number of gamers in the world has probably doubled since 5 was released. And that has been reflected in the level of excitement surrounding the new game. The amount of hand-wringing and rumors around this release I have found to be highly entertaining and at times hilarious. Reddit has been especially amusing with speculations about the release of Trailer 3, and any other marketing materials driving a lot of the insanity as we inch towards the November 19th release date. I expect the turmoil and hype to just accelerate at a very brisk clip. It's just the nature of the beast. I want to take a brief comparison of the level of detail differences between 5 and 6. I'll use a scene from Trailer 2 to compare it to GTA 5 on the PS5 and see what has changed in terms of detail. Because details, the smallest ones, are what give these games their greatest sense of reality. Here we have a shot from 6 of Jason walking out of a liquor store. The floor looks worn and dirty, as I might expect to find in a convenience store. The clothing looks very natural, and there are a ton of other small details and objects in this shot that lend a sense of realism. Let's look at a similar shot taken inside of GTA 5, where I tried to recreate a similar shot. Note that there are far fewer objects in the scene. The clothing does not move naturally. Notice that the tile floor has a super clean looking reflection on it. It's super easy to create a reflective surface like this. Consider this scene in Blender 3D. There's a slight reflection on the ground, a simple material effect slider, and now we have a reflection that is super clean and looks like the floor in GTA 5. That super clean look lends an artificiality to the shot and takes you out of the immersion. It looks computer generated, which obviously it is. That super clean reflection just looks super fake. Now, if we refer back to the 6 shot, there is reflection, but it's just enough to reflect what the surface looks like in reality. There is more detail and dirt on the floor, further adding to its realistic look. It should be awesome to see these levels of detail in the new game. Now, a couple of pet peeves I have with GTA 5 and games of this ilk. First up is the use of repeated identical textures. Notice the roof on this building in Los Santos. It's just a series of the same texture repeated over and over. Looking at the freeway below, we can see the same issue. Again, this kind of thing cuts the immersion for me. 2 more items I would like to see addressed is the mission structure. Currently, the typical mission will start out with a long drive somewhere, while one or more characters will be espousing all kinds of mission information or backstory before we get to the location of the actual mission. This was fine for a while, but I have to say by the time I got to Red Dead 2, I was pretty tired of it. The second item is the cover shoot mechanic. I do not have an answer for this one, but gunplay in the game is super repetitive with the typical cover shoot system that, short of Deadeye, is the same in Red Dead as it is in the last few GTA games. I hope you enjoyed this little bit of GTA nostalgia and brief look at the details in the new game. If you liked the video, please click like. No matter what you do, do not subscribe to this channel. Enjoy the balmy summer weather. I'll see you in the next video, and until then, take care.